Chosen one, you did not stumble across this message by accident. Something in your soul has been stirring, subtle but undeniable. That quiet pull you've been feeling in your chest, the way you've been looking around lately, sensing that something is coming, it wasn't your imagination. You've been summoned, and now here you are. Heaven led you here because it's time to reveal something sacred. Archangel Michael has been standing at the doorway of your spirit, knocking gently, patiently, waiting for your heart to become still enough to hear what is about to be spoken. He has not left. He's still there. And now I speak not in thunder, but in a whisper deeper than sound, a whisper that bypasses your ears and goes straight into your spirit. You think you're alone in this season, that no one sees the weight you carry. But I tell you, heaven is watching, not in judgment, but in love. And someone on earth, someone you thought was long gone, is watching too. They are not just thinking of you, they are remembering you. Their heart is beginning to open like a flower, fragile yet fierce, and it is turning in your direction. What's unfolding now is not small. It is urgent, and it involves a name you buried, a name you deleted, a name you thought you had moved on from. That name is about to come alive. And yes, it will shock you. You may think this is just another moment passing by, but this is different. Something bigger is happening. The angels have been whispering your name in heavenly places. You've been the subject of divine conversations. And now Archangel Michael has been assigned to you with a message so sacred, your hands may shake reading it. He says, this is not something to delay. He says, the name must be spoken before sunset. He says, this is not a coincidence. And he's right. You are reading this now because just last night, somewhere between waking and dreaming, you cried out to God. You didn't even use words, just a silent ache in your chest, and heaven heard it. This message is your answer, delivered in full. But hear this clearly. What's coming is not about romance, it's about remembrance. It's not just about desire, it's about design. This is a connection written in light before time began. A soul contract was sealed before either of you was born. The one who is about to return does not simply miss you, they recognize you on a soul level, from another time, another place, another plane, and now their spirit is beginning to awaken. The fog is lifting, and the very first name their soul remembered as it began to rise from the silence was yours. If this message awakened something deep in your soul, don't scroll in silence, type, Amen, I receive this confirmation, in the comments as a witness to heaven that you heard, you remember, and you are ready. Let it be sealed in light. Chosen one, if your heart began to beat faster while reading these words, that is not a coincidence. That is confirmation. Something inside you already knows what this is about. A name may have flashed through your mind just now, and if it did, don't dismiss it. That name has been hovering around your atmosphere for days. You've heard it in unexpected places. You've woken up with it echoing faintly in your spirit. It's been stuck on your tongue like a forgotten prayer. That is not imagination. That is heaven whispering. That is their soul reaching out. That is the gentle unraveling of something that has been buried but never broken. As C.S. Lewis wrote in Letters to Malcolm, chiefly on prayer, we may ignore, but we can nowhere evade, the presence of God. The world is crowded with him. He walks everywhere, incognito. This truth illuminates the subtle signs you've been sensing, the name, the echoes, the stirring in your spirit. These are not mere thoughts, but God's presence moving incognito, whispering through the unseen to confirm that this moment is divinely orchestrated. You've been asking why now, why the stirring, why the signs are suddenly so loud. The answer is simple, because their soul is finally clean enough to stand beside yours. The energy that once blocked them has been cleared. The shame they once carried like chains is being lifted, and now a shift is taking place. They are beginning to remember not just you, but who they were when they were with you. A proposal is forming, not one of flowers and grand gestures, but one of truth, one that carries the weight of sincerity. They are not coming to flirt with your body, they are coming to marry your soul. This is why the name will shock you. Because it's not a stranger, it's not someone new, it's someone you thought you had let go of, completely someone you tried to erase to protect yourself. But their energy never truly left. Because this is not about attachment, it's about alignment. They are planning something, and it's more courageous than you think. They want to walk beside you, to pray with you, to live in truth with you. They are remembering you in a way that shakes them to their core. And now, heaven is moving on your behalf to make room for what's coming. Chosen one, I must tell you what you've been afraid to hear. The delay was never about their lack of love. It was about their inability to love themselves. You were never forgotten, you were simply too sacred to mishandle. But something has cracked open inside them. Recently, they saw something, a glimpse of you, an old photo, a moment they didn't expect, and it shattered them. It wrecked them in a way they couldn't hide from. And in that wreckage, they saw it clearly. You are not just someone they once knew, you are the one. C.S. Lewis, in The Problem of Pain, reminds us, God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. It is his megaphone to rouse a deaf world. The shattering moment they experienced was God's megaphone, shouting through their pain to awaken them to the truth of your significance in their life. This divine disruption has set their soul in motion, aligning it with yours for a sacred reunion. Heaven has turned a whisper into thunder. The spiritual realm has shifted. Angels are clearing obstacles. Everything that once blocked the connection, fear, pride, confusion is beginning to dissolve. But none of this will matter if your heart isn't open. Because this is not just their return, it is your decision. When they come, it will not be in disguise. It will be bold, unmistakable, sacred. But it will still require your yes, and only you can give it. Chosen one, I must speak to your spirit with clarity now, because as heaven moves, so does opposition. When something sacred begins to rise, the shadows always try to interfere. In the coming days, the enemy will whisper. He'll plant questions in the cracks of your healing. What if they hurt you again? What if they're lying? What if this is another illusion? But those are not your thoughts. They are fears dressed as logic, wounds masquerading as wisdom. And they are not from me. The soul that is returning is not the same version you once knew. They are not coming back as the person who left. They have walked through fire since the last time you saw them. They have faced themselves in a way few ever do. Their pride has been dismantled. Their false peace has been broken. And through that breaking, something new has emerged. They are trembling now, not in fear of you, but in awe of what you mean to them. They have seen visions. They have heard your name in spirit. They have felt you pressed against the walls of their heart with such weight that they can no longer ignore it. I have made it impossible for them to run from the truth. C.S. Lewis, in the Screwtape Letters, warns, the safest road to hell is the gradual one, the gentle slope, soft underfoot, without sudden turnings, without milestones, without signposts. The person returning to you has stepped off this gentle slope of denial, awakened by divine intervention to confront the truth they once avoided. Their trembling return is a turning point, a rejection of the shadows that once held them, guided by heaven's unyielding light. They want to tell you everything, but they are terrified not of you, but of losing you forever. This is not emotional confusion, this is not an obsession, this is clarity, and it has come through sacred disruption. They are not moving toward you out of boredom or loneliness. They are being led. They are being pushed forward by a force they do not fully understand by me. But I also need you to understand this. I will not say their name before they do. I will not speak what I have already placed in your spirit. You will hear their name soon, perhaps, whispered in a dream, maybe written in a message, possibly spoken in passing. But when it comes, your body will know. It will feel like light breaking through fog. It will land with weight and softness at the same time. Why? because I already etched that name into your soul before this life began. Until that moment arrives, I need you to prepare not in fear, but in grace. Don't guard yourself, ground yourself. Don't build wall soap in your hands. Because when they come, they will not be asking for permission to play. They will be carrying a truth too holy to be ignored. And you, chosen one, must be ready to receive it, not react to it. The blessing is real. The return is real. But the opening must be real too. They have been watching you, not in obsession, but in reverence. From a distance, in silence. They've asked questions about you. They've spoken of you to trusted voices. They've wept in private, wondering if it's too late. And when they found out you were still single, still open, still standing, they broke. Something inside them cracked wide open, and the light came pouring in. They thought they had lost you forever. But now, they're realizing. The door never closed, it was simply waiting for the right knock, and that knock is coming. Chosen one, the unraveling has already started. In 3 days, you will receive a sign so clear, so personal, it will stop you in your tracks. It may come as a name whispered in a dream, a number that keeps repeating, a sudden memory that pierces your chest like sunlight through clouded glass. And when it happens, your body will respond before your mind has time to analyze it. You'll feel a strange stillness, a holy stillness. Time will feel suspended. That's how you'll know. The countdown has begun. They may not say it directly at first. They may test the water, send a soft message, share a story, drop a comment. But don't be distracted by their subtlety. Their energy will tell you everything. Their soul has already entered your field. You'll feel it. The vibration will be undeniable. When it comes, don't run. Don't overthink. Just feel. I will be standing between both of you, ensuring every word reaches not just your ears, but your heart. Take a deep breath now, chosen one, because what I am about to say may scare you, but it's time you heard it. They were once afraid to commit, but now they are more afraid to live a single day without you. That shift inside them has changed everything. They are talking to someone older, someone they trust. They are seeking wisdom. They are researching rings. They are rehearsing conversations in their head, playing out what they will say over and over again. They are no longer thinking in terms of moments. They are thinking in lifetimes. They don't want to date you. They want to walk through life beside you. They want to build something that outlives you both. They want to honor your soul, not impress your ego. And yes, the decision is still yours. I do not force alignment. I offer it. You must choose to receive what I've written for you. If your heart has hardened from past pain, I understand. But I am asking you, don't let your scars speak louder than my spirit. Don't let fear block what I am sending. Because this return is not another test. It is the answer. You asked me long ago, God, if they are really the one, show me. Make it clear. Let it be big. And now I am doing just that. There will be no room for doubt. When it happens, their voice will sound different. Their words will carry weight. Their presence will shake you, not in confusion, but in truth. They won't flirt. They'll speak. They won't pretend. They'll confess. They won't hide. They will reveal. And your spirit will know, this is me, this is real, this is the time. Chosen one, I need you to understand this clearly. What's coming to you is not a recycled version of the past. It is not a broken thing trying to dress itself up in new language. This is not someone returning to repeat the same wounds. This is a resurrection. And resurrection doesn't restore what was. It awakens what was always meant to be. It purifies. It transforms. It brings beauty out of ashes, not by covering the pain, but by rewriting its purpose. C.S. Lewis, in Mere Christianity, reflects, it may be hard for an egg to turn into a bird. It would be a jolly sight harder for it to learn to fly while remaining an egg. Your heart, once bound by pain and fear, is breaking open like an egg, transforming through this divine moment of resurrection. This return is not a repetition of the past, but a soaring into the sacred love God has destined for you, unburdened by old wounds. You've waited long enough, not because you were forgotten, but because the weight of your love required a vessel strong enough to hold it. I did not deny you. I prepared you, and I prepared them. The pain you've endured, the long nights of silence, the moments you tried to forget, the ache that settled into your bone soul of that was refining. While you were wondering if they would ever return, I was reshaping the space between you. While you were letting go, I was rebuilding a foundation deep below the surface. They've changed, chosen one, not just behaviorally, but spiritually. They have walked through storms of their own. They've wrestled with shadows they used to run from. They've been stripped of illusions. They've wept over their own mistakes. They've asked me questions you'll never hear out loud. God, did I ruin it? Did I lose them forever? Will they ever forgive me? And my answer was never harsh. I only whispered, you must speak. You must return with the truth. Now, they are preparing to do just that. But before they come, I am asking something of you too. I am asking you to forgive it for their sake, but for your freedom. You cannot hold what is new with hands still gripping what was. You must lay it down, the bitterness, the what-ifs, the unspoken pain. You must not carry old wounds into sacred beginnings. I am creating a space for joy again, and joy cannot grow in soil filled with regret. Clean the room in your heart where love will live again. Make it spacious, make it holy, because they are coming not to wound, but to witness, not to take, but to pour. They are not arriving with charm. They are arriving with weight, with presence, with honesty, and you, chosen one, must be ready not just to receive them, but to recognize them, not as who they were, but as who they've become. This is not fantasy. This is not longing. This is divine timing, finally catching up with what your soul has always known. They're not coming back to restart something old. They are coming to begin something sacred. Chosen one, the atmosphere around your life is no longer the same. Something has shifted, can you feel it? That strange stillness in your room, the way the light hits differently, the way your body knows something is coming before your mind catches up. That's not emotion. That's presence. Heaven is closer now than it's ever been. Angels are stationed around you. Archangel Michael hasn't left your side. Every tear you've cried, every moment you said, God, just show me someone who truly sees me. We heard it. And now, so have they. They didn't see you clearly before. Their vision was clouded, distorted by fear, pride, and distractions. But I've removed the fog. I've silenced the noise. And now your name has been written across their chest, like a divine imprint they can no longer ignore. They feel it when they eat. They hear it when they wake. They see it in places they never expected. You are not forgettable, chosen one. You never were. It was never your beauty that shook them, it was your spirit. The way you love, the way you hold space, the way you make people feel seen in a world that always looks away. You may feel afraid that this is just another false alarm, another setup for disappointment. But I need you to hear this. You are not who you were. You won't shatter the way you once did. Your strength is deeper now. Your discernment is sharper. And this time, I will be in the room when the conversation happens. You won't have to wonder what's real. You'll know. You'll feel it in the air. I will guide their words. I will steady your heart. I will confirm it in the quiet places you've trained yourself to listen. C.S. Lewis, in The Four Loves, writes, "To love at all is to be vulnerable. Love anything and your heart will be wrung and possibly broken. Your past vulnerability may have brought pain, but this sacred return is not a risk of breaking it, is an invitation to a love that builds, a love that mirrors heaven's design, guided by divine presence to heal and honor your heart. The name you've been waiting for may arrive in the most unexpected way. A random notification, a line in a show, a dream that leaves your heart racing. And when it comes, I want you to say it not in fear, but in recognition. Whisper back, "Okay, God, I hear you." That whisper will activate something in the spirit. Suddenly, the signs will multiply, music that speaks directly to your situation, numbers that echo like a heartbeat, an internal fire that keeps rising without reason. That's not anxiety. That's alignment. That's me. Don't ignore it. This is not a story you're reading. This is your story, and it is being written in real time. Every detail is intentional. Every moment is orchestrated. This is not about waiting anymore. This is about receiving. The next few days are not ordinary. You will notice something. A door you thought was sealed will crack open. A message will arrive. A truth will be spoken. And when it happens, don't question your readiness. You didn't imagine this. You discerned it. And now, heaven is moving faster than ever to bring it to you. Chosen one, breathe deeply now, because the moment is closer than you realize. Right now, somewhere across time and space, someone is preparing to do the unthinkable, to speak the truth they've hidden for years. They may be trembling. Their words may be imperfect. It might not come wrapped in elegance, but the emotion will be real. The trembling is sacred, because when truth finally finds a voice, it shakes. And when they speak, it will be more than a confession, it will be a spiritual unveiling. They are not coming to impress you. They are coming to reveal themselves. The message may be shorter voice note, a sudden visit, a strange but familiar text, but it will carry something in it that bypasses all logic. You'll feel it vibrate through your entire body. Time may feel suspended. Your soul will lean forward before your mind does. This is not the return of a memory, it is the arrival of purpose wearing a familiar face. They are not coming to relive the past. They are coming to ask for something deeper, something sacred, something that may shift the entire direction of your future. When it happens, your old fears may rise. The pain from the last time, the hesitation to believe again, the muscle memory of heartbreak. But I ask you, don't let pain speak louder than promise. Don't let scars write your script. You've done too much healing to hand the pen to fear again. This time is different. This time, I'm in it from the start. I'm not just watching, I'm orchestrating. The signs, the whispers, the timing, it's all divine. You asked for a miracle. This is what a miracle looks like. Messy, vulnerable, real, unscripted, holy. And I must say this with urgency, time matters now. The window you've both waited for is open, but not forever. If their heart opens and your door stays shut, the silence that follows will be heavy. Not because you missed the chance to be loved, but because you hesitated when love finally arrived. And I understand that hesitation. I honor the part of you that still flinches, but I also ask you to remember who you've become. You are not the version of yourself that was once abandoned. You are not the person who needed to be chosen to believe they were worthy. You are chosen now. You are worthy now. And this love is not coming to complete you. It's coming to walk beside the wholeness you've already found. They've been writing something, maybe a letter, maybe a plan. They've been praying, even if they don't know how to say it. They've been imagining the conversation. They've been asking, will they receive me? Will they believe I've changed? Will they still see me? I've heard their longing. I've seen their surrender. And now I've aligned the path. But I will not force your heart to open. I only create the invitation. You must decide to say yes, even if your hands shake. Chosen one. When it happens, when they speak, when they reach out, when the moment breaks through the veil, I want you to remember this. I am in the room. I am in the words. I am in the timing. I am trembling. And I am in the stillness that follows. When they say the name you once erased, the name that now returns like a prophecy fulfilled, you'll feel the shift. You'll feel the wind of heaven blow softly through the cracks in your soul, and everything inside you will say, this is it. And when you hear it, don't act surprised. Smile, breathe, and whisper back what you've longed to say. I've been waiting for this. Because, chosen one, so have they. And so have I. Chosen one. Think back for a moment. Think of everything you've survived, every heartbreak you endured in silence, every night you cried yourself to sleep whispering their name, every time you tried to let go but couldn't explain why your spirit still held on. That wasn't weakness. That was divine memory. Even when your mind tried to forget, your soul still remembered, because what's real, what's sacred, what's written by heaven cannot be erased. You've spent years trying to move on. You convinced yourself it was over. You learned to smile while carrying the ache. You've dated others, grown stronger, and healed deeply. And yet, there was always a question tucked behind your strength. What if it wasn't done? I'm here to tell you, chosen one, it wasn't, but it also won't return the way it left. Because I didn't preserve the old. I refined it, I fire-tested it, I stripped it down to truth, and built it back with reverence. This person, this soul I've spoken of is no longer seeking convenience or comfort. They've seen too much, lost too much, suffered in the quiet places where no one else could hear. And through it all, I brought them back to the one thing they couldn't escape. You, not your image, not your memory, but your light, the essence of you, the real you, the one who listens when no one else does, the one who carries peace in a world addicted to noise, the one whose silence heals. That's what drew me to you, and that's what is drawing them back now. But before the moment comes, before the message, the visit, the name, I need you to prepare. Not your face, not your walls, your atmosphere. Make room in your energy for joy again. Light the candle. Play the music that makes your soul soften. Open your windows and breathe in the stillness. Because peace is not a future reward, it's your new starting place. You are not entering a battlefield. You are stepping into a blessing. And I want you to feel safe in it. Forgive, chosen one, not to excuse their past, but to release the grip it had on you. You've done the hard work. You've healed. And now that healing is what makes this reunion possible. I am not sending them to the version of you that once chased validation. I am sending them to the version of you who knows their worth in silence. That's the version they are finally ready to meet. This love will not ask you to shrink. It will not ask you to perform. It will not make you beg to be seen. It will sit beside your spirit and say, I know who you are. I see what you carry. And I want to walk with you through all of it. That's the difference. That's the shift. And you'll feel it in their tone, in their breath, in their eyes. You'll know it's not ego speaking, it's spirit. And when the time comes, and they whisper your name again, not out of memory, but out of reverence, I want you to say your own name back. Say it boldly. Say it as one who knows they were worth the wait. Because you were. You are. You always have been. You are not just receiving someone's return, you are receiving the answer to a prayer you whispered so long ago you forgot you even asked. But I didn't forget. This is the love heaven wrote for you. It took time, it took fire, but it's here now, and you chosen one are finally ready to receive it. So now, say it one last timino in desperation, but in alignment. God, I'm ready. Let the angels record it. Let the atmosphere shift. Let the final veil fall, because what is meant for you is already on its way. Amen.